Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the Marvel Select HulkBuster Iron Man. So yes, here we have HulkBuster Iron Man, personally my favorite Iron Man suit. I think it's a lot of people's, and this is a Marvel Select figure that a lot of people have been wanting to come out for a while, and it finally was released as a Disney Store exclusive somewhat recently, and I finally picked it up. He is really, really cool. I have a few issues with him, but for the most part, I highly recommend picking him up if you're a Marvel Select or possibly a Marvel Legends collector. Now let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, start off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have HulkBuster. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. HulkBuster, I think, is actually pretty much perfect for Marvel Legends scale. I don't have my Marvel Legends HulkBuster on hand, but I think they're in a similar kind of scale, and I think HulkBuster here has a really good size and weight to him to work for a Marvel Legends display. Of course, he's way too big for 3 3/4-inch figures. The problem is that he's really not big enough for Marvel Select figures. Here's Marvel Select Iron Man, and here's Marvel Select Hulk, or one of the Marvel Select Hulks. And he's not that much taller than Iron Man, and he's a good bit shorter than Hulk. He should be at least as big as Hulk, I think. And while if you pose them right it looks okay, I think he's much better for 6-inch scale and not the 7 to 8-inch scale that Marvel Select works for. He would also be good if you have, like, SH Figure to spend lots of money on the Figure Arts HulkBuster. He would work well for that, too. Anyway, let's get everything else out of here and just look at HulkBuster. Moving on to our 360 spin, here you can see HulkBuster, and he is a gorgeous figure. He's got a really nice metallic red paint job. The gold parts are a bit more dull, which I think works fairly well. He's got sort of ridged forearm plates, and then sort of scale mail shoulders, and then just random little gold places on the hips and on the abdominal area. Everything else is just a nice smooth red. He's got the little arc reactor bit on the chest. He's got these kind of like thruster jet things on his back. Lots of nice detail and rivets. Everything just looks good. If you want to say something about this figure, it's that it's just fun to look at. He's got one open hand and one fist sort of hand. I do wish he had multiple hands. I think having 2 open hands and 2 fist hands would have been better. But I guess this works kinda. I don't know. That's one of my main complaints, is just the lack of extra hands. Overall, though, he's just a really nice comic adaptation of HulkBuster. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt, or helmet sculpt, or whatever you want to call it. Head sculpt-wise, HulkBuster doesn't have anything fancy going on. He's got his big domed helmet with the faceplate and the blue eyes and the gold and red. Nothing special, but it looks exactly how it's supposed to. I kind of wish he had a removable helmet. I mean, I would probably never use that feature, but it's something that's always cool to see. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, HulkBuster Iron Man's pretty decent. His head rotates. It's a bit hard to get purchase on it because it's kind of slick, but you can move it to the side a little bit. Alternate shoulders, send it out forward and back. These shoulder pads also move on little ball pegs. You got the rotation and hinge here in the elbow. Pretty stiff joints. Ball joints on the wrist. Those rotate all around. Nice ball joint here for the abdominal. Moves all the way around. Hips go in and out, forward and back. Thigh cut. Same ball joint rotation in the knees. And then pivot and hinge in the ankles. So you can get him into a reasonable amount of poses. I was actually surprised that I was able to get him into some pretty cool looking poses. He's not like as well articulated as the Marvel Legends one or anything, but I think he's perfectly passable and on a good scale for Marvel Select. Now, he doesn't come with any accessories, which is unfortunate, so we'll just go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, HulkBuster Iron Man comes in the standard Marvel Select packaging, Marvel Select HulkBuster, Disney Store exclusive, big window here, picture of HulkBuster there, fine artwork for HulkBuster. On the back, you get a big picture of HulkBuster Iron Man, and something that I just noticed is he actually has 2 open hands in this picture here. So maybe they were originally planning to give him 2 opened hands. So that's interesting. They also almost look like they're hinged here, which would have been really cool. But whatever, that's obviously not the way the figure turned out. But, that's a bit disappointing looking at that picture, actually. Let's turn that around, shall we? As always, these are good for in or out of package displays, so yeah, HulkBuster. Alright, that wraps it up for Iron Man, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.